my name is Tinker, and today I'm going to be demonstrating how to convert a Kaba Simplex 1000 series or L1000 series from a 1011 or 1021 to a 1031 or 1041 with a passage mode. What you get when you buy a 1011 or 1021 is this as an inside plate. There's no hole to put it into passage mode, which would be either operated by a thumb turn or a key. When you get a kit, which isn't sold by Kaba, but you can buy the parts from them, you will get a plate with a hole in it that'll be mounted on the inside. One or both of these, a thumb turn and key cylinder to operate that passage mode, and a bag of parts. The first thing you gotta do is take the back off of the main mechanism. These are very complicated on the inside, but this conversion is very easy. There are 6 screws in the back of it, all Phillips head. They come out fairly easy. One of them will probably have a sticker over it. Just remove these. With them removed, you can see the whole back or inside portion of this and the back of the outside come apart pretty simply. I don't want to tip this the other way or parts will fall out of it. The next thing you want to do is loosen up the 2 screws on the top that are holding in this bridge. You go ahead and take them all the way out and take out the bridge. And the bridge, once you take those screws out, just slides off. Next thing you want to do is take 3 screws off, one here and the 2 on the bottom, all surrounding the cylindrical portion of the lock. This is spring loaded, but there isn't too much pressure behind it. Alright, once that comes off, you can take out this piece, and underneath it is the clutch, which is attached up here and down here. You want to take off the two arms that are attached to this centerpiece here. Sometimes they're a little bit harder to get off than that, and then you just slide this out of the way. The only mechanism that you're really trying to get at right now is the combination chamber right here. There's 1 screw on top and 1 screw on the bottom of that. Alright, once you get that out, it comes out very simply. Do not tip the lock over at any point in time because the buttons will all fall out and make a mess. It's a little greasy, but this part's very simple. So now we get into our parts bag. In the parts bag, you will find the parts to convert here. There are some little turn discs. Those operate with the thumb turn and the key piece. The one with the ring around it is for the lever series, and the one that has a separate ring with a little L arm on it is for the knob series. So whichever one you don't need is you can throw away in the end. This is the part we need right now. This is the actuator that goes onto the chamber. There's a little notch on the chamber here. And if you look inside it, there's a piece of plastic in there. What you need to do, see the circular hole right there? That goes over this. On the inside. The one that has the numbers written underneath it and the push buttons above it. So that goes over that. And it'll kind of show you how everything else fits. It'll make this piece it's a little slippery now. There we go. Basically, we want it to look like that. There's a little piece of metal bent in right here that goes in and touches the plastic piece inside that first groove, and it wraps all the way around and wraps around this pinion point right here on the back side. And this is where the thumb turn or cylinder will activate it. So once you get that done, you can put it back in place. And screw it down. Alright, now you can realign the clutch arms. I'll pull this up. Okay, the one that has the bend in it, you can see that right there, that is the one you want to put on second. So this first one is a straight arm, you put that on. And then the other one follows. So that looks like that. Now you can put the bridge in place. You might have to push things around out of the way a little bit to get it through now that that actuator's in place. And that should look like that before you screw it down. You can see the bridge behind there. But you can go ahead and screw that down. Okay, and now you can put the cover back over the clutch and put the 3 screws in that hold that down. A magnetized screwdriver makes this very much easier. Okay. Now you can see it all together. And if you pull down on the lever, it goes down. All the arms go into the down position. Now, if you push this piece over, I'm going to make a little modification to mine because I don't have it on the right side of the plastic piece. There we go. You want it, just to be clear, where it's going in to this slot right here. You want it on the inside, the little arm that reaches into the chamber on the inside of the plastic piece, not on the outside. That way, when this is pushed over, you'll hear a click, and it goes into passage mode. If those arms go up, that's an unlocking door. If they go down, it's still locked. Okay, the next part is to open up, or take the back and take the other parts from your parts box. This is the back plate. Before you put it back on, you want to put this one. This is for the lever. If it was the knob, it would be the other one. I want to push it through the center hole there, that it fits through very smoothly. And then you have a snap ring, like so. A pair of snap ring pliers. Adjust mine. You can probably just put this on with a flathead screwdriver. Try not to bend it too much. Like so. When the thumb turn or the key cylinder is used, it'll spin this back and forth, and that little notch on the piece there lines up and goes into this hole on the actuator. So when you're putting the back plate back on, you kind of want to line that up as smoothly as possible. Also line up your driver at the same time so that the lock will work. And I found that you need to at least have some of the screws in for this thing to work properly before you can test it. So I'll put some in here. So you can see the latch retractor here. Inside lever always pulls it back. It's not being pulled back by the outside lever, which is good. I'll type in the code to make sure that the chamber is still working. And it is. Chamber works. And now I want to try to put it in passage mode. So we'll just spin this. You can hear the click. And it should be in passage mode, just like so. And that should do it. The outside thumb turn and cylinder are just pushed through the plate, and there's a little pressure ring that goes inside there and goes on the inside and holds it in place. It's pretty self-explanatory. Hopefully that helps you with anything you are trying to do, and thank you. Have a nice day.